I thought I had it all. It's a perfect girlfriend, an amazing best friend, a life that felt like it was straight out of a movie. We were the Three Musketeers, inseparable since college. I trusted them more than anyone in the world. So, when I started noticing the little things, the secret smiles, the late-night texts they claimed were just about group plans, the way they'd both go quiet when I walked into a room, I brushed it off. I told myself I was being paranoid, insecure. Why would the two people I loved most ever do anything to hurt me? The truth came out in the worst way possible. I came home early from a work trip planning to surprise her, and well, I was the one who got the surprise. There they were, my girlfriend and my best friend. The initial shock felt like a physical blow, knocking the wind out of me. Then came the anger, a white-hot rage that I'd never felt before. They stumbled through apologies and excuses, but the words were just noise. The betrayal was deafening. In that moment, I could have screamed. I could have thrown things. I could have had a full-blown meltdown right there. And honestly, a part of me wanted to. That's what they expected. It's what everyone would expect. But as I looked at their panicked faces, something else clicked inside me. A strange, cold calm washed over the anger. I just looked at them, didn't say a word, turned around, and walked out. I packed a bag and left the apartment we shared, the life we built, without a single shout. The next few days were a blur of crashing on a friend's couch and ignoring hundreds of calls and texts from both of them. Everyone who knew us was expecting fireworks, a dramatic confrontation, a social media war. They were all waiting for me to explode. I didn't. Instead, I channeled all that pain, all that energy, into something else. I hit the gym harder than ever before, poured myself into my work, taking on new projects and responsibilities. I reconnected with old friends I'd neglected, started learning guitar, something I'd always wanted to do. My silence was my power. It drove them crazy. I didn't know how to react to someone who wasn't reacting. They were prepared for a fight, not for being completely and utterly erased from my life. A few months went by. I was in the best shape of my life. I got a promotion at work, and I was genuinely happy, rediscovering parts of myself I'd lost. And then came the moment everyone was unknowingly waiting for. A mutual friend was having a big party. I knew they'd be there. Almost didn't go. But then I realized this wasn't about them anymore. This was about me. I walked in, and the room went quiet for a second. I saw them in the corner, looking awkward and miserable together. I just smiled, said hello to my friends, and enjoyed my night. I didn't ignore them, but I didn't engage them either. I was just indifferent. The real shock came later. My ex-best friend came up to me, looking defeated. He said, "I thought you'd at least fight me. Your silence was worse than any punch." My ex-girlfriend later sent a long message saying how seeing me so happy and unbothered was the most painful part of it all. They expected me to fall apart, but instead I built myself into someone better. My revenge wasn't loud or dramatic. My revenge was my success. It was my happiness. It was proving that my life wasn't defined by their betrayal, but by my own strength. And that, I think, shocked everyone the most. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, remember that the best comeback is living your best life. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.